It's Marcus Firegone here with Diecast Racing News to kick off the Falken 24 Hours of Le Mans featuring the Prototype 2 class, Mazda Furai. These news vans have been masterfully designed and created by the one and only Crazy Canuck and his white knuckle motoring speed shop. Post your links to your YouTube Diecast Racing videos in the Diecast Racing News Facebook group and contact me to see about qualifying to get one of these vans to display and report on racing news at your track. Each team will be racing the Mazda Furai. This is 1/64 scale die-cast racing with the look and feel of real-world racing. Using my very own Grid 6 formation, there'll be 6 cars participating in this event. They qualify for pole position. And the completion of each lap, they start the next lap in the new order that they finished in until they get to the end of the race event. This race is going to span 24 hours. The Furai, meaning sound of the wind. The real car featured a heavily modified 20B 30 rotor Wankel engine. And we're literally reviving this car from the ashes. Let me introduce you to the teams, the drivers, and their rides. Ordered from smallest number to largest number for qualifying, car number 0, Blade, of Underdogs Unleashed. There was no weight limit on these cars, and Underdogs Unleashed was able to pack 86.53 grams into this car. Car number 2 is Bandit from R.A.C.E, weighing in at 32.59 grams. Car number 4 is Cobra of Snow Valley Racers, weighing in at 33.80 grams. And we got car number 5, Sweet JP of Planet Dorothy, weighing in at 33.32 grams. 37, Indy Rayne, the A team, weighing in at 50.60 grams. Also note that they have their own YouTube channel called 905 Diecast. And then finally, car number 44, Triple B of Cheap Thrills Racing, weighing in at 55.51 grams. And his Diecast Racing channel is Shredder Speedway. I have to admit though that I kind of made a mistake. For a 24-hour event, you usually have at least 2 race car drivers so they can switch off. For this event, I'm making these drivers run the entire 24 hours without any breaks. Now let's take a quick overview of the track. This is a previous video of Snake taking a lap. Unfortunately, Snake couldn't be with us today, which is why his sister Cobra is filling in. But that is another story for another day. It's out of the starting gate into Thunderbird Ranch, a 90-degree turn. Then down past Weber's Corner, into the switchback, Snow Valley Loop, Tankers Bend, and into the Corner of Champions, the final 90-degree turn. Now for the qualifying highlights. For the first qualifying round, it was number 44, Triple B, who set the fastest time of 6.095 seconds. And that was actually a really good time for this track because, well, you see, these cars have been waiting here for about 2 years for this event. There is a lot that can go wrong with a car that has been sitting around. The dry lube can expire. Weights can become unglued, and in the case of tungsten putty, it can melt all over your wheels and axles. Why so long, you may ask? One of many reasons is that I only received 3 of these cars: Cheap Thrills Racing, the A Team, and Underdogs Unleashed. And it was part of a larger event. Again, I didn't receive all those cars either, and some of them had problems. Also, let's face it, life can sometimes get in the way. So here is Cobra, one of the 3 extra cars that I added, and the worst qualifying time. This car is completely unmodified, not even dry lube. I also added Bandit and Sweet JP in stock cars. Well, actually, I drilled out Sweet JP's car so I could black out the cockpit glass from the inside, or plastic. So here's the results of the first of 2 qualifying rounds. It's Triple B with 6.095 seconds, then Sweet JP with 6.545, Rayne with 6.696, Blade with 7.318, Bandit with 8.648, and Cobra, as you saw, with 10.717. Since I didn't add any weight to the 3 extra cars, I decided to add dry lube to their wheels. I did not touch the 3 cars that were sent in to me though. And let's go straight to the second qualifying results. Rayne and Cobra both moved up 1 position in qualifying. The dry lube added to Cobra's car really paid off, going from 10.717 seconds down to 7.361 seconds. So now in pole, we got Triple B with his original time of 6.095 seconds. In second spot is Rayne. Then it's Sweet JP, Blade, Cobra, and Bandit. Now it's just about 4 p.m., 1600 hours, and time to kick off the race. And it's Triple B in the preferred inside lane. Outside lane is Rayne. Directly behind Triple B is Sweet JP. Beside him, Blade. In the back row, it's Cobra and Bandit in the back corner. And folks, they're off for a grueling 24-hour race. Oh, that was a fast lap, 5.924 seconds. That's faster than any of the qualifying times. Sweet JP and Cobra have moved up. Rayne has slipped back. Rayne passes Cobra, and Triple B's looking really solid in the lead there. Rayne's back up to second. Blade has also made a pass on Cobra. Let's see a replay of that first lap and that record lap time. Check back every 4 hours for an update on how the race is going. At 2000 hours, that's 8 p.m. tonight, is the next one. And then midnight, and then 0400, that's 4 in the morning. Then 0800 hours, then noon, and then the race event ends tomorrow at 4 p.m., 1600 hours. And then tomorrow night at 8 p.m., there'll be a recap of the entire event, all put together into one show. Help me out by recommending my business, Q-Speed Enterprise Consulting. We have offices in Canada and the United States as well as some other countries. We specialize in enterprise class servers and storage. Oh geez, I better get my car off the track. They're coming around again. Join the Facebook group diecastracing.ca for all the latest on Marcus Firegone and what we're doing for racing. And then follow Diecast Racing News for links to Just Diecast Racing on YouTube channels. And go to redlinederby.com for all diecast racing related stuff. And that's where we post all our race events, both upcoming events and race results. Brought to you by Marcus Firegone, the Canadian Driving Club, and the Snow Valley Racers.